I think we are live. Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching, doing reading sprints with us. It's not going to be a long one, only about like 2 hours. But we'll have Jackie with us momentarily. She was having some technical difficulties. But we got Kristen,
Here I
a
am.
new Coven member.
Yes.
You've done a couple sprints with us, haven't you?
Yeah, and I did a live discussion of Slewfoot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did.
Which
You
was
hosted it.
I hosted it, and I wasn't even an official member yet.
Yeah, you are.
Now I am. But that was a success. That was a good one.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
started this month's book?
I read one chapter because I finished Laura the Wild this morning.
Oh,
My New York that I had, and I was like, okay, maybe I should start The Witch and the Tsar, but I wasn't really into it yet, so I was like, oh, I'll wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kristen and I tried to buddy read.
I was going to call you out for that. I was like, I also have something else I could be reading, but somebody DNF'd it on me.
Somebody DNF'd it. Who could it be?
And I watched your weekly thing. I'm like, is Becky going to mention that she DNF'd this book this week?
I forgot to.
Didn't mention it. I was like, so do I call her out or is she pretending she didn't start it?
It's like, I was going to mention the books that I DNF'd, but then I forgot to.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder.
That's how bad it was. But
I'm still intrigued by it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, it seems like one that you would like over me, to be honest. There's Jackie.
Yeah. The tone of it's way different than I thought it'd be.
Hey.
Welcome, Jackie, to the show.
Hey.
You're live.
Okay. You're on my phone right now, so we're going to try to figure this out.
It's okay.
There we go.
The amount of times I mess up my own reading sprints and lives.
We're just going to do
I still haven't gotten comfortable doing them.
Well, my computer, I guess, needed, like, the only thing different was it said it needed, like, to restore something. So I was like, okay, I'll just restore it and do the little upgrade. I don't know. But you were talking fine, and all of a sudden it went, like the fuck? Gollum shit am I hearing over there?
Is it old?
No, it's brand new. So I don't know if maybe... I don't know.
Hi, sister. I saw it was snowing there in Oklahoma. It's not snowing here in New Jersey.
It's snowing here.
It's not snowing here in Illinois, so.
Yeah. We got a foot of snow yesterday. Yeah. I'm good. You can have mine.
Like, it's not beautiful. I'm like, that's
it's not.
You're used to it. You have to get away from it to appreciate it.
And you don't have to shovel it. You just get to enjoy it from afar. But when you have to shovel it, it's not so pretty.
Yeah.
At least I know I can do this on my phone now. That's cool. I didn't know.
Yeah, and the quality's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jackie, have you started this book?
No, not yet. I was starting it like I was saving it for this readathon. I just started Alex E. Hero's A Spindle Splintered, which I've almost done. I've got like 20 more pages because it's only 117 pages of the book, and it's awesome.
Didn't you read that, Kristen?
Huh? I haven't.
You haven't read that?
I haven't. No, I haven't read that one.
It's so good. It literally takes Sleeping Beauty, turns it on its head, and then decides to just like cut it open and say, "Here, let's see how I make this thing fucking tick," and then let's fuck some shit up. I love it. I was like, I'm loving this.
Laura's read it though. I know Laura has.
All right. And then there's a sequel too, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A mirror something.
I think it's a mirror mended. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Laura's read both of those. Speaking of Laura, she's sick, so everybody's done well.
No, that's sad.
Laura.
No Sean cameos tonight.
I know, right? Our unofficial member.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's start. 30 minutes, good for you gals.
It is.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get my timer to share this time.
See if my laptop will actually work.
I had to find a new timer because the old one like isn't available anymore. But
I feel like this is one a lot of people use.
But there we go. All right. we'll see y'all in 30 minutes.
Okay.
All right. Oh no.
My cat definitely heard the birds.
It was a quiet one, right?
Yeah, she like heard them through my headphones.
Damn, how loud was it? I tried to find a very less obnoxious
yeah, that's a good one.
sound.
Better than the cat meow one.
The cat scares me every time.
Yeah, it gets me every time.
How'd y'all do? What are you reading? Are you reading the book?
Yeah, I'm reading the book.
Okay.
I am.
How far'd you get?
I got to the middle of chapter 2. Yeah, I think it's chapter 2.
I just started chapter 4, but I'm listening to it on audio.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so I'm page away from chapter 3. So
how are you liking the audio?
The audio's good. I just probably should have a physical copy because I feel like it's a lot of information being thrown at me at the moment. So it's a lot to take in.
Oh, I felt. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
A lot.
Like, but that's like a lot of the starts of fantasies and stuff are like that. So hopefully, like, we get more into the actual plot of things.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a long time
to get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually really into it. I like it so far, but I like historical fiction, so
yeah, me too.
Yeah, like this is like my bread and butter. This is what I gravitate towards the most. So I'm enjoying it. I think it was pretty catching at first.
I didn't feel like it was like overly descriptive or anything because there was a lot of dialogue in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal was. I don't know why. I just couldn't get into it for the longest time. And then eventually I did. So, but it took me a while.
What are you reading anyways?
I am trying to finish Warrior of the Wild by Trisha Levenseller.
What is that about?
It's like this Viking-esque society where these kids are like, they have to perform this like, oh my god, what is it? It's like a training ceremony where they're thrown into this maze and they have to kill these creatures and they can't get bit by these creatures. If they get bit by these creatures, then they're seen as like weak and they're banished and they're sent out into the wilds where nobody can survive and given like these impossible tasks in order to come back to their society. And this girl gets betrayed by somebody who she thought was a friend, and so she's banished. So she has to try and like kill a god that's unkillable.
Interesting.
So, it's action packed. I only have 100 pages left in it. So
is it a series?
I don't think so. I think it's a standalone.
That's nice. I like to find a standalone.
Yeah, I like standalones too. Like, could you just give me a complete story? One that I don't have to put so much of my time and energy in.
Yeah, like The Witch and the Tsar is a standalone too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
But
I think she has a book coming out this year, I saw.
What is it?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Is it The Haunting of Moscow? Something like that.
Oh, so another
in October. Yeah.
Is she a Russian author?
I would say so based off of her name.
Yeah, her name.
Well, I mean, you never know with names. But I guess if that's what you know. I found her author's note at the end of the book. I found that really interesting. Like the way she talked about.
Yeah, she was born in Moscow, Russia, but she was raised in the U.S.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
So she must have taken... it seems like she knows what she's talking about, though.
Yeah, she's graduated from Pepperdine University with a BA in English, Political Science, and from Northwestern University School of Law with a Juris Doctorate. She practiced litigation in a large law firm for several years before becoming an author.
She's smart.
Oh, Richie.
Yeah, geez.
And she lives in Chicago.
Nice.
I graduated with an AAS in business management. Haven't used that degree once.
I graduated with a bachelor's in history with a double minor in philosophy and German studies.
Used it? Have you used it?
No. I use it. I do use it for my books, like the lessons I learned on how to break things down and how to put pieces together and like really research the story. I use it for that. And then I also have the philosophy part, which is the logic part, because my area of philosophy was ethics and morality. But I use the logic side of ethics. Like I combine the two. And then the GWS minor was because I only need one class to get the minor. So that's why I took the minor. So, and it worked with my history area because I studied women's history.
Nice.
It worked out better. But no, like an actual aspect of like using it on daily. No.
No. I feel like for undergrad, a lot of people don't use it specifically. That's why now they kind of force you to do masters and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Did you go to college, Kristen?
Yeah, I went to university. Well, in Canada, that's what they call it, right? It's called. I got a degree. It's interdisciplinary, so it's called the childhood. It means I took. It was like a very structured thing. I had to take certain courses in a lot of different areas. So I did sociology, philosophy, psychology. So like.
So you did like what do they call that here, Jackie? When you do all that shit, where you take, what's it called?
Liberal arts.
No.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I had to take science. It was like a mix of everything.
It's like when we first go to college here in America, they start us out like, you take this class.
Oh, your gen eds?
Yeah, gen eds. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to do all those like the first 2 years, and then your last 2 years of your undergrad usually is emphasis in your major, and then your master's is more emphasis in your PhD is a more finite, focalized specialty point within that whole area. So.
Yeah, mine was like the actual degree is called childhood and social institutions. So all of the classes were centered around children and youth. So like I did want to go into speech pathology. So that's
okay. Oh, that's a useful field. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Oh.
That was a plan. I mean, I got in and everything, and
But you have the degree for it.
Yes. Yeah.
So basically, anybody watching this, what you're seeing is 3 college graduates who never used it.
Never used it.
Hey, but here's the thing. Anybody's watching this later on down the road, if you're debating, let me tell you something. This is what my mom told me. Is education is the one thing no one can ever take away from you. They can take away everything else from you, but they can never take away your brain, your education. They cannot take it away from you unless they physically give you a lobotomy.
Yeah.
But they can't take it away. So, like, your job, for
the amount of money I spent on it, they better not take it away from me.
Yeah, exactly.
You better be able to keep it.
Yeah, they might be able to say like, hey, you didn't technically graduate, you didn't have the paper, but you took all the classes, you still have all the brain insight and stuff. It's the one thing that can't be taken away is your education and what you put into it. So the one you physically got and the one you got yourself, because there's two. The way I looked at it is school's really important to me. I was a school person. I loved being in school.
Can't really.
Yeah, I like school. I should have gone for my master's, but money is where the master's kind of, let's just be honest about that. But who knows? I might one day. But there's 2 forms of education. There's the one that's actually in the books that you learn, and then there's the one that the experience of how you gain that. So they can give you all the answers, but if you don't learn how to absorb them in the way that works for you and how to regurgitate them back in a way that works and can get you the marks you need, that's the second form of education. It's how you take the information and make it work for you. And that's the one that really can't be taken away, is that experience, that learning experience. So
that's deep.
Yeah, philosophy minor right here.
That's philosophy coming in. See, she's using it.
Yeah. My brother was a philosophy major, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about all the time. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Anybody who majored or minored in philosophy will tell you, like, either you're going into law, you're going into teaching, or you are just going to be that person that can argue anything and pisses everybody off.
That's my brother. My brother,
Jackie.
Yeah, my brother works in sports, but
Yep.
he can argue all day long, and I'm just like, you're arguing with nobody because I am not giving it back. He just wants to talk to you. So I'm like, all right, I'll just listen, I suppose, to your arguments.
Yeah, I got a couple friends that majored in philosophy. They're like, I can argue my point till the cows come home and make you feel about this big very, very easily. Really good in arguments, but other than that, it doesn't really apply anywhere else.
Yeah, it's just good. Loves a good debate.
Yeah, I get tired after a while. I'm like, all right, you're right. Let's get
just say it.
Move on.
Yeah, you win.
I like the
I don't
devil's
need
advocate
to.
it can allow for where you can people who are good with philosophy, they can take themselves out of a situation and see the other side. They can I don't want to say empathize with the other viewpoint, but they can see it and they can logically rationalize it, so they can argue both sides. So it
Are
kind of
you
looks
somebody who argues shit that you don't even believe in just to argue with people?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I do that too.
Yeah. Well,
there's stuff like I'll argue stuff, and I'm like, I really don't believe this, but I'm just arguing with you so that you can get a different perspective.
Yeah, you give another perspective. You make them kind of defend their own side. I do it with my daughter all the time. Like she'll say she wants to do something, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. What about this? And I'll make her defend her argument so she learns how to stand up for herself and defend her own viewpoints. She doesn't have to always agree with me, but I don't want her believing shit just because somebody she respects says so. I want her to stand on her own 2 feet, and that's kind of the one reason why I do it. So I do argue points that I'm like, I think this is fucking bullshit. I think this is stupid. But I need her to see somebody passionately defending it so she knows what it feels like when someone is defending something that she doesn't agree with and how to hold her own so she doesn't just capitulate underneath it.
That's smart.
Yeah. So devil's advocate. And we also did it in high school all the time. So
I'm not even passionate about the shit that I argue about with people. I'm just like, oh, you think that? Well, I'm gonna argue the opposite of what you think, just so I can argue with you.
I just don't argue.
My mic is doing that thing again. It must be my computer. My mic is doing that weird thing again.
Oh no.
Great.
I wonder if I can hear it almost from your side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's like an audio driver you have to update or something.
I don't know. I updated my computer. I did something, but I don't know. Maybe it has to be. It's been on all day, so maybe that's the reason why. I don't know.
Is it old?
I couldn't tell you. My stuff. Complete updates, maintains. Okay. I don't know what any of that fucking means.
Mine did that. I had to buy a whole new computer.
Oh no.
Because mine was like 12 years old.
Oh, well, you got a good life out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why.
I actually just bought a new Kindle too. Well, it's not a Kindle. I bought
wasn't your Kindle 12 years old too?
Uh-huh. I got my Kindle and my old computer at the same time.
Oh, lovely.
And then I got a new Kindle. I got like the Kindle 7-inch. I did not like it. It was too small and it was too heavy. So I sent it back. And then I just bought like a 10-inch like Android tablet.
Do you like it?
I don't know. I haven't got it yet.
Oh, you don't have it yet? Oh, you sent that thing back that you got.
No idea what that is.
I sent it
I'm sorry.
back.
That sounds very, very irritating. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what that is.
I honestly don't hear anything.
It's very light from what I can hear.
It sounds very pixelated. Like if you could pixelate a voice, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't sound like it's not my thing. It's just my speaker. I think it's just my speakers.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Your mic's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. My speakers are being weird. I just started doing it. It's great.
Well, how about I put us on a timer and you can figure it out in 30 minutes?
Yeah, I might just go back to my phone and be like, we're just gonna go back to my phone and deal with it. So you might see me pop up again twice.
Okay. I won't put you on the screen this time. I was like, that's Jackie twice. What is she doing?
Yeah. Laura popped up.
I thought that's what it was.
Laura's like, I feel okay. I'm coming.
And then I was like, oh wait, that's Jackie twice.
Yeah.
All right, let me start this timer. All right, I'll see you in 30 minutes.
See ya.
Hello, hello. Jackie, did you get your thing fixed?
Oh, unmute.
Can you hear me now?
No, not you. I can't hear Jackie.
Oh. Can you hear us, Jackie?
Yeah, you're not muted, but I can't hear you.
How about now? Nope, can't hear you, Jackie. You're having technical difficulties.
How frustrating for you. I hate that. I hate when that happens.
Don't feel bad. I have that happen all the time.
I know it happens to me all the time too.
Hi,
ruining my Wi-Fi.
Victoria. I feel so fancy having Queen Victoria here.
I'm getting more into the book. I just finished chapter 6 and I did not like what happened at the end.
Girl, don't even ask me to remember what happened.
No, because it's such like a small thing. I don't think it matters in the grand scheme of the book. But I like the interludes. I like when you get a little interlude.
Oh,
and it gives you like some more history of the stuff. Yeah, I like it. I'm getting more into it. I feel like I understand where the plot's going now. Poor Jackie.
Can I hear you now, Jackie? How about now, Jackie? Can't hear you, Jackie. Go out and come back in. Oh.
How's your book going?
It's good. I think I have about 50 more pages in it.
Oh, nice. So you'll finish it tonight.
It's a very fast-paced YA.
And then we go back to Outlander?
Yeah.
Or you start something new?
I'm listening to Outlander, and then I'm reading A Feather So Black.
Oh yeah, that's an arc.
I got an arc for that, so that's what I'm reading it on my phone, and I hate it because I hate reading on my phone because the screen is so small.
Because you gotta wait for your tablet to come.
Yeah. I chose to go with a tablet because I was like, I want to be able to read like scribd ebooks too. I want to start taking advantage of those, and like you can't read scribd ebooks on.
Yeah, it's very limited what you can do on your Kindle.
Yeah, because Amazon only wants you to use Amazon stuff.
Obviously.
Can I hear you now, Jackie? I see you.
I think she.
Turn your volume up. I don't know what's
weird because the mic on her phone was working before.
I know.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, hold on, let me make sure I'm not muting her. No, she's not muted on my end.
Yeah.
Because you can mute people.
Yeah, you can mute them as a host.
Yeah. No, I promise I'm not muting you.
Yeah, there'd be like a little microphone that's crossed out beside her name if you had done that.
Yeah, no, she's got full access.
I wish I could lip read. I cannot.
I don't know sign language either.
I did take sign language classes.
Me?
It's been a minute.
No, hear you. It's the best I can do. I don't know, Jackie. Oh.
She said in the private chat she's going to go see what's going on.
Are you reading anything other than The Witch and the Tsar? Or are you a one book at a time reader? Oh.
Do we not remember this? That we are supposed to be reading this?
I thought you gave up on it, though.
No, I didn't give up. I said I was going to wait for the audiobook. Oh. So technically, I'm in the middle. I'm 50 pages in.
Did the audiobook...
It comes out... This doesn't come out till Sunday. till Sunday, till Tuesday.
Oh, that's right.
Because you had an arc, and this is like the Fairy Loot, so we got
Fairy
them
Loot
early.
got it early.
So I'm waiting to have the audio because I think that'll help. I just wasn't prepared for how dark that book is.
No, I couldn't get into it. I was like, this is too war politics for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't as fantastical and like fairy tale-esque as I like.
Yeah, I feel like the back doesn't tell you what the book is actually like. Like it's kind of being marketed wrong.
It all it said was like elven sisters.
And then they go like the Fae world. And I'm like, for some reason I'm thinking like
world, and that's pretty much what
a romance. Yeah, like I don't know. But it starts off pretty brutal, so
yeah. How did you feel about the romance? Because I didn't feel any chemistry between that romance. Like, if that's the romance that they're talking
But I don't know. I'm not convinced that that's the romance, but maybe it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Because if that
I'm kind of hoping she meets somebody else.
I'm like, I don't feel it, though, you know?
No. But I finished my E-Arc this morning, so I have to pick a new one.
What were you reading E-Arc-wise?
That Lore of the Wilds. Highly recommend.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it comes out in February.
Is that a YA? That's a YA, right?
They say it's being marked because it's Orbit, I think. Picked it up, so it's an adult, but it reads. The character reads younger.
How old
but I still really liked it.
The cover looked YA. That's why.
That's what people are. That's what people are saying. Yeah, but I think Orbit doesn't do YA, do they?
I don't know. All I've ever read from them is like.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I was so prepared to not hear you.
Okay, so I have no idea. So I downloaded the app, and I don't think I allowed the microphone in the app. So the first time I was using it was just Safari. So I'm back on Safari, so I have to reconfigure the app, but I'll do that fucking later. I don't give a fuck right now.
I didn't know there was an app.
Yeah, there is. And
I didn't know that.
Didn't realize that I had to I guess I hit the wrong button when it said not allowing the microphone. So I was like, that's fucking
great. The permissions and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because they like, you know, allow camera, allow this like, no, don't contact me. I did it for
I normally do that. No, I don't want any notifications. Thanks.
Yeah. No, I didn't know there was an app either. I just use it right on my browser.
Yeah.
Me too.
So there. I'm just on Safari right now, and I'll figure out all that shit later. So
there we go.
Because I gotta host this live show, so I gotta get this shit figured out.
Well, you know, Jackie, there's only 2 people watching us, so if you fail here, you don't fail spectacularly.
Yeah.
It's a good practice run for the.
Right. I mean, Jackie's hosted live shows before.
Yeah, that's why but it's my laptop. I was hosting my laptop, and that microphone thing was bothering me. So I'm like, I might have to take it in to go look at that. Like, I don't know, maybe having it cleaned or something. But I mean, you guys were hearing me fine. It was just what I was hearing coming from you guys. Mm-hmm. So I think it's my speaker. So
what you do is you hold it up to you and you go.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the old school.
You get one of those.
Blow on it.
Blow on
dust cleaner things.
Suck the particles out.
Yeah, so I might.
Did you try blowing on it?
But in Canada, they put those dust cleaners behind. Like, you have to show ID to get them and everything. Because people like.
Yeah, I think they started doing that here too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
Things people used to get high man.
Mm-hmm.
Never would have crossed my mind, but okay. I guess you got to do what you got to do.
But they do work to clean out your laptop. I've used them before.
Yeah. I used to use them to clean out VCRs.
Okay. Expose yourself, Becky.
I'm that old.
I had a VCR. It's all right. I had a VCR.
Me too.
That's all I grew up on. I was so excited when like they transformed from VHS to DVD. I was like, I'm not using these DVDs.
My God. It's a game changer. I was ready to move on. To have to rewind, go to Blockbuster, and it was like you had to rewind your VCR or else you get like a fine or something.
Yeah.
Behind rewind.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I'm not doing that streaming service. Which I still don't. I don't do streaming services all that much. I pretty much use
I have a couple, but there's so many out there. It's getting a bit much.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, you might as well have cable.
Might have.
And I keep getting emails from like Netflix and stuff saying like we're upping the price $3 on this day. I'm like, how expensive is this going to end up being?
What is it now?
Well, and in Canada it's even more expensive. I think it's $12.99 a month.
For what service?
For Netflix. Let me see.
Netflix is $20 here. I pay
$20. My God.
Let me see.
Really?
Yeah. And then Hulu Live is $90.
But my sister pays for all that shit.
Yeah, and then we have
it's $22.99 a month, Netflix.
Yeah.
Good gravy.
But our Hulu, we also have NFL package on it. And we've got either Showtime or Stars, one of the two. I can't remember which one. And we also have Disney Plus through it, and we have Live. So that's why our Hulu is so expensive. And then we pay through HBO through our phones. So, yeah.
We don't have Hulu in Canada.
Really? That sucks.
No. Yeah, so they make you pay for all that stuff separately.
I know my sister pays for all that, and because I live in the same household, like I can watch it, but I hardly ever turn on my TV. It's like nothing's on there that like strikes my fancy.
It's because you're a true reader.
I am. No, it's because like when I went to college, I didn't have a TV like everybody else, and so I just
got in a habit.
Laptop. And then when I got my own apartment, like we couldn't afford cable, so all we had was like the $50 Wi-Fi, and so we just watched YouTube all the time.
Yeah.
So
I watch a lot of YouTube
without TV that I'm like, I don't need this anymore.
So you're not going to be watching football tonight, is what you're telling me?
I wouldn't watch football even if I had wanted to.
But the Lions are playing. I love the Lions.
The what now?
The Lions.
Who are they?
The Detroit Lions. Who are they?
The Detroit
Lions.
No.
Detroit Lions. No.
No. I know the Dallas Cowboys.
Let me guess. Kansas City Chiefs, because everybody knows the Chiefs right now.
Didn't even know that. I want to say there's like, are Pittsburgh Steelers, are those football?
Yeah,
it is.
Oh, yeah. Looky there. Just pulled that out of the air.
And I actually think they're in the playoffs. Don't they play Monday? You can watch them.
I think so. I don't know. I got kicked out of my fantasy because I lost. So as long as the Niners get in there, I'm fine. So
I have like zero interest in sports. I went through this phase when I was like 9 where I was really into I wasn't really into it, but I paid attention to it. I had a jersey. I think I had a 49ers jersey and a Cowboys jersey.
Oh, there you go. Not Cowboys.
And then that was the one moment in my life where I gave like the smallest of cares. Now I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I can name a sports team.
I only care about football, so.
I watch football. My husband's big into hockey and football, and he likes to do baseball. So the sports is usually for him, but we all like to get together and watch it. But my daughter, we go to all of her high school events. So we go to the football games. Right now it's in basketball, so we try to go to a lot of basketball games. We didn't go this past tournament because of all the cold snaps and everything that was going on. So
does she play them or does she just watch them?
She in junior high she played softball, basketball, and volleyball. Now she just does volleyball and bowling.
Bowling.
On the bowling team.
My family was in bowling leagues for a while.
I love that there is a bowling team.
Yeah, there wasn't one when I was in high school. She goes to the same high school.
That's funny. I love that.
I haven't bowled in forever. Well, that's not true. The last time was probably 2019 I bowled.
Oh, I was on the curling team in high school. That's how Canadian I am.
Is that the one where you like brush the ice? Is that what that is?
Yeah. They say harder, and you're like, yep. That was me with the broom, and I was on the curling team. Yep.
Wow.
Cute.
Yeah.
And
you only be a great sweeper.
I am. My best friend, it was like really into curling. Like she was playing in tournaments. Like she was on TV for curling and stuff. And if she didn't have another player, there wasn't going to be a team. I'm like, that's sad. You can't even get together 4 people to make a team. So I'm like, fine, I will do it. And I hated every second of it, but I was on there. And we made it to like the championships. I'm like, are you kidding? I'm going to have to travel for this.
Like, why am I good at this sport? I didn't even want to play with.
Why am I doing this? So Canadian.
That's kind of how she got stuck on the bowling team. She got kind of guilt tripped into it by her friends.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So, but
bowling, I feel like, is more fun than curling.
I think
cold.
I think she's having fun. I think. So
I mean, I like bowling. I'm not good at it, but I like doing it.
I have a slight advantage because I'm left-handed, but not very much. So
I get the slight advantage when I use the bumpers.
Yeah. And you're doing like the 5-pin.
Yeah.
I really like glow bowl. I did that one time. I think I did that for my prom. Like, instead of going to prom, my friend and I, we wore prom dresses and we went bowling.
I would do that. I love that. You would do that.
Yeah. It was fun. I liked that. I miss bowling. But it got expensive. I swear the last time I went bowling, I was like, I'm sorry, how much is this for one game?
Yeah, it's like $5 for 10 frames, so it's about $15 for 3.
I was like, this is a little expensive.
Per person.
Yeah.
So if you bring a family, it gets up there.
Yeah. Luckily, my husband and her both have their own shoes, so we only have to do shoe rental for me, but I'll probably eventually get my own shoes because we go bowling a lot now that she's on the team.
Yeah.
You really get it when you get your own balls.
Have
a monogram and everything.
Yeah. And you get the little ball bag that you carried in.
They have their own. I don't.
Yeah. Do they?
Yeah. My parents had those for the longest time growing up. I remember them having those in their closet, their own ball bags.
Yeah. Iconic.
I never did any of that stuff in school. The only thing I did in school was dance. I was a dancer.
Oh,
nice.
No.
I did volleyball and dance team in high school. And then I was the yearbook editor.
Oh yeah, I worked on the yearbook too. But like in Canada, we don't have cheerleaders or dance teams. Like it's very limited.
It's all about hockey.
We offer. It's all about hockey, which I hate.
I mean, you can have hockey. You can have cheerleaders on hockey team.
Oh yeah, can you? I've never seen such a thing.
Get the little figure skaters out there instead of figure skaters. They can be cheerleaders.
That'd be cute, actually.
Halftime, or not the halftime, the intermission.
But they spend that time
something about hockey. Believe it or not,
they spend that time cleaning the ice, though. They got to bring out the Zamboni.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they can ride the what the frick's it called?
Zamboni.
Zamboni. They can ride it and shake their pom poms.
Yeah.
Yeah. They always have those mascots out there in the stands and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's what I would have been good as in school would have been the mascot.
A mascot? Yeah. I can see that.
Nobody could see me and I could just make a fool of myself.
Yeah, nobody knows who's underneath.
But I didn't want to do any of that. I was like, I don't want anything to do with school. So the only reason I was a dancer was because it was like an outside, it wasn't part of school.
Oh, it was like a separate.
And my mom was like, you need to do something extracurricular. Like, fine, how about dance?
What type of dance did you take?
I took 3 years of ballet and 4 years of jazz.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I was the least graceful ballerina.
I did 2 years of ballet and I was like, I'm out. I'm good.
Yeah. I really liked it because like the first 2 years I did it, we did like really upbeat ballet performances. And then like the third year I did it was my last year because we did this really boring classic dance. And I was like, I'm so bored. And, yeah. But no, I had some ballet experience. I'm a ballerina.
I sang in high school. That's what my other thing was. Is I sang. So.
Oh, I wish I could sing.
We tried to serenade a Christmas song the other day on our live, but Laura didn't want to join us.
I'd be with Laura on that one. No, I don't blame Laura for that.
I'm hoping April invites me to her live for her birthday. I'll sing happy birthday to her.
I like that.
What live is she doing?
I think she's holding like Once Upon a Readathon sprints or something.
Oh,
for her
Friday.
It's the day before her birthday or whatever.
Yeah, I got it tomorrow. I work on my First Lady Reads Awards. That's what I work on tomorrow.
I was waiting for the longest time for you to put up your best, Jackie, because I've done this video for February where it's like I watched so many people's best books, and I was trying to see like who I had the most in common with throughout the year.
Mine goes up on Saturday.
I was like, I'm sorry, Jackie, you missed out because I have to get this thing edited.
Nope,
I'm curious who it is.
Yeah. No, I did my First Lady Reads Awards, so the nominee videos will get filmed tomorrow and then released.
Turn something new on? No. Because power totally went out upstairs. No. My sister's power went out.
Oh no.
The top of
it's weird that it must be a breaker somewhere.
Yeah. Go flip your breaker. I don't know. Our house is so old. It's like so finicky with its breakers.
Yeah, mine's like that too. You can't be blow drying your hair and somebody has a vacuum on or something.
Yeah. Every time I vacuum, I have to make sure everything is shut off.
Yeah, I'm like, I have to unplug my humidifier, all this stuff before I vacuum.
Yeah. So
my mic doesn't work. That's what's technologically not working right now. Technology.
Yeah, technology.
So if my thing goes out and you lose me, it's because she flipped the wrong breaker in my Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. That could happen easily.
Yeah.
That's probably she's probably got too many things going on up there. Like she's probably got a heater on, she's probably got her TV on.
Yeah.
So she just bought a new TV because we thought this TV went out, but then we figured it was just the extension cord.
Oh. And she bought a whole new TV.
Yep, she bought a whole new TV. So she's like, hey, where am I gonna put it?
Sometimes that's what you just gotta do. Sometimes you just gotta buy something new and be done with it.
I was like, okay. All right. Y'all want to do one more sprint?
I'm gonna have to bow out because I'm gonna have to go make dinner. So
okay,
sounds good.
Yep. We'll do one more sprint. And hopefully, I'll finish my book.
Sounds good to me.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye, Jackie.
Thanks for joining.
Multiple times joining.
Yes.
I'll see you guys on the 27th.
Yeah. Yes. On your channel.
Yep. On mine. Yep. All right.
All right. See you then. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Let me share my screen. Get my little timer going. All right. I'll see you in 30 minutes. That scared me.
I know, the bird got my cat again. She's like...
I was too caught up in my book. I have like 5 pages
I was going to say, you didn't get to finish it. So close.
Oh, I was so close.
No. That's hilarious.
How'd you do?
I got a few more chapters in. I do feel like I need the physical book, though. Yeah. Or at least, like, an ebook. Maybe I can get the ebook from the library or something to follow along with. Because I feel like it's just lots of going on. Lots of info dump.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's
you know what I mean? Felt. Yeah, I'm just feeling like it's a lot of info dump. So.
Do you like the narration of it, though?
I do.
I thought she did a decent job of narrating. Yeah. It wasn't too bad.
And I just feel like it'll help to immersion read.
Yeah. I wish I could do that.
You can't? Because of the speed?
Yeah, it's like if I slow it down to the speed that I can read at, then I feel like it's too slow in my head.
It can be hard to find the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I've done it where I can like I listen to the audiobook and then I like mark where I'm at in the book.
Yeah.
But I can't read and listen at the same time.
Like my physical reading while I'm listening, it's like very easy. It's not as like I don't pay attention as much. It's more like I'm skimming, but somehow that just helps the information stick a bit more.
Yeah. What speed do you listen at?
It depends. It has to be at least 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just depends on the narration. Anything under 2, I can't.
2.5.
2.5. Because like anything under that, it just sounds so slow to me.
Yeah, it does. And I feel like I don't read that slow.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And so.
Yeah.
I feel like if I were following along at like 1 times speed, I'd be like, oh my God.
That would be painful. They talk like this. I'm like, I can't. Why do they talk so slow?
I know. But then if I follow along at the speed at which I listen to, then I'm like,
you can't keep up.
Where am I at?
Yeah, you have to play with it, I feel like.
I don't know. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
I can't do both at the same time. I can do it on my ebook, though. Like, sometimes I can follow along on my ebook if I put the text-to-speech on.
Oh, yeah.
I can follow along. But the
like
text-to-speech is
I was
like...
gonna say, like, that's so terrible.
Yeah, it's boring.
You can get Alexa to read to you. It's a little better.
That's what it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my cat's wanting, and...
I can hear.
I'm trying to open the door.
Poor Titty.
I know. I shut the door so that the dog wouldn't come in here and like nag me. And now she's coming in. Yeah.
The cat's being punished for it.
Yeah. He must be upstairs because if he was down here, she probably wouldn't be down here. She'll stand at the top of the stairs and like just sit there, and he won't go up.
He's scared of her?
Yeah.
I love that.
He's like a pit bull.
I love when the cats are like in control.
And he's like, I can't go past her on the stairs unless you do it first.
Will she like swat at him or something?
She does when he was going down the stairs. She'll stand at like the top and like reach through and like try and get him.
Hit him, yeah.
Yeah, but it's so ridiculous. Oh my gosh. I'm almost finished, man.
I know it. You just need to finish it.
I know I do. I mean, it's pretty standard YA stuff, but it was lots of action-packed, so.
What year was that published? Because there's something about, like, it feels like it was from a certain time.
Where's the copyright date at? Does it not say? It usually says it right in the copyright. It says copyright something.
Of course, I asked a difficult question.
Oh, and I'm blind, so like, I guess it does it. 2018, I think, is what it says. It either says 2015 or 2018. I want to say 2018.
I would have thought it was a little bit earlier. I just feel like there was a time where it was like competition, YA was like a thing.
Well, it's not so much like a competition as like the beginning was they were forced into this competition, and it really didn't make sense. Like, oh, if you get bit by these creatures, you're banished. Like, what if more than one person gets bit by these creatures?
They just banish everybody.
Banish all of them?
Yeah.
But then they give them these tasks that they have to do in order to be brought back that are like nearly impossible, and so a lot of people don't make it back. But of course she does, because she's like
the main character, though.
Yeah.
But that's what I kept thinking when I was reading Fourth Wing. I'm like, so they need all these people for their army, but then they're doing these challenges where they keep dying. So you're getting rid of your good people. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Oh, it was published in 2019. Wow, I am
2019. You're close. A year off.
Yeah, Yeah, but she like goes out in the wild and she finds these two boys that got banished from the same community.
Is it a love triangle?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No,
I'm surprised.
Because one of the boys is gay.
Oh.
And he's like, he has to try and like do this impossible task that's like based on his fear of swimming. And so he got banished. And then
they were all banished.
Yeah, like just him. He got banished because he got like, I don't know why he got banished. He failed his task or whatever. But his best friend like talked him into doing the task.
Oh.
And so he felt guilty, so he purposely got banished to be with him to protect him.
That's nice.
But no, it wasn't a love triangle, which I was very happy with, because I hate those things.
I know, especially, they can be bad. I don't mind them once in a while, but
I want to say, like, after Twilight, after I read like so many YA love stories after Twilight, I started, like, at a point I was like, man, this is stupid.
There is a bit of a love triangle in The Lore of the Wilds that I just read, but what she did with it was interesting. I feel like you can't fall into like the cliches of it.
Like, people were talking. Did you read Fourth Wing?
Of course, yeah.
Okay. Like, people kept saying there was a love triangle, and I'm just like, there was? Because I knew she would pick the bad boy.
But I don't even feel like she ever entertained the other person.
I didn't either. I didn't get that sense.
He just liked her, but she was never. So it's not a love triangle because she never even gave that guy the time of day, and he was such a jerk.
That's the way I felt. Like, I'm like, it wasn't really a love triangle because he was just her friend. She didn't like entertain any idea of like, like she didn't even like find him attractive or anything.
No,
so I was just like,
what it makes a love triangle.
A love triangle? I don't think that makes a love triangle, folks.
So, and he's such a jerk.
So, like, I honestly, my unpopular opinion with that book is like the guy who was trying to kill her. Was his name James? Mm-hmm. Was that his name? James? The kid who was actually trying to kill her.
Yeah.
Like, push her off the thing and stuff.
That's who you wanted her to have a romantic.
I was like, they should have ended up in a relationship, because that would have been some true enemies to lovers.
Enemies to lovers.
Right there. That's my
because what's his name? Zayden. He's supposed to hate her, but like he never really does.
Yeah, he doesn't. He helps her so much, and I'm just like, this is why you hate each other, because your family's told you to.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not enemies, but okay.
But
that was my unpopular opinion. I'm like, yeah, she should have ended up with that guy. And everybody's like, no, he was so mean. I'm like, that's the point.
That's the point.
He was evil.
Did you read Iron Flame?
Oh no. I hated Fourth Wing, so I wasn't.
I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it either, but I had it spoiled for me.
Oh, I spoiled myself for it because I was like, I'm gonna watch what people say about this.
If it was like a trilogy or a duology, I'd read it, but it's supposed to be like 5 books. I'm like, no, I can't. So it'll just spoil me.
Yeah, that's how I am. I'm like, I'll see. I'll watch other people talk about it. And then I was like, well, I'm glad I didn't invest my time in that.
Yeah.
I have a video coming up, like, I think on the 25th of, like, me talking about how much I like spoilers and why I think they're
that'll be
great.
interesting. I don't like spoilers for books, but I do spoilers for TV shows. I don't know why.
Oh,
So I'll be interested to
I was
see.
talking about it with April, and she was, like, totally on the opposite side of me. I'm like, "April, you need to do a video where you talk about why spoilers are bad." And she's like, "I'm going to, and I'm gonna label it reasons why Becky is wrong." I'm like, "Do it."
I'm curious for your points because I can see the
I
argument.
really didn't have much point in it. I was pretty much just, like, rambling and saying, "This is why I like spoilers, because of this series, and this series, and this series." I really didn't have much point. It wasn't really a let me break it down for you.
Break it down. Here's my video essay on why I don't like why I love spoilers.
It was just like, this is why I like them, because of this series and this series and this series. And then at the end, I sort of like gave like a I don't understand why. Yeah, I'm sure it's bound to annoy somebody.
Well, that's kind of fun.
That whole like Crescent City 3 spoiler or whatever. I was like, oh yay!
I saw that in your thing.
I was like, yes, give me the spoilers.
I don't know how people have avoided that spoiler, because I haven't even read that. I have no interest in that book, and I know what happens at the end of Crescent City 2.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's hard to avoid spoilers when something's that's popular, you know?
Yeah, like I think even the bonus chapters of the third one, like don't they say the perspective? Like it kind of spoils.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm like,
well, and it's like I was asking April this. I'm like, what's the threshold for not spoiling something? Like, how long does something have to?
How many years? Yeah,
before you can't spoil it, and
yeah,
you have to continue to put spoiler warnings on stuff. I'm like,
still can't spoil the Titanic movie. All these years later,
it's not real, folks. There is no Rose Dawson. She's just a
but there are actually people who thought that the old lady at the end was like actually from the Titanic, was on the Titanic.
Sure she was, if you want to see an actress on there.
And that Rose is real, and she's like the real Rose throwing the jewelry in the ocean.
Yeah. No. I'm just like, really? How long do we have to keep putting spoiler warnings on things? And she was like, well, new people are constantly I'm like, I don't care if new people are discovering it or not. It's like, honestly, they can not spoil themselves.
Yeah, enter at your own risk.
Yeah, I'm just like pro spoilers.
Good to know.
Like, I seek them out, give them to me. It's like they don't affect me. Like knowing something doesn't make it less impactful for me.
Yeah, you're about the journey, not the destination.
Yes, exactly.
But it's harder to find book spoilers unless they're really popular books.
Yeah.
So
or unless you like, because like even fan art is like.
Yeah, I've been spoiled by fan art before.
Yeah, that's what I bring up in my video. I'm like, fan art has spoiled me.
Yeah, like fan art spoiled me for City of Brass, but I didn't care.
Yeah. It's like, but I want to know how it got to that point.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm here for the ride, the experience.
Exactly.
This 2 sentences isn't going to deteriorate my fun.
It kind of depends on the genre, though. I feel like if you get spoiled for a thriller, it might not be worth it. Like if a big twist in a thriller is spoiled for you, I'm like, no thanks.
I'm glad I don't like thrillers.
I've discovered I don't like them either. I used to. I can hear crying. Poor thing.
Can you hear knocking on the door?
She's knocking and she's crying. She can hear you in here.
She can. I don't know why she wants in here. Mommy's not doing anything.
She just wants to be on your lap.
Yeah. She's probably like, ma'am, it's only 7:27. It's not bedtime.
Do you hear my cat now? He stopped.
No.
No. Okay, he stopped. He's there because he's thinking it's time for a treat.
Oh, yeah. Like, she's been fed. The only thing she wants to look forward to now is bedtime when she gets her treats. That's it.
Yeah.
So now she just wants my attention.
Yeah.
She needs to be near me.
It's cute.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well,
you got to read the last 5 pages.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to do that right after I get done here because I'm not going to bed until I finish this book.
Sounds good.
5 more pages. That's it.
So, imagine you're just like, I'm done for the night. I'm not going to finish those 5 pages.
I'm not. I'll pick it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
That'd be such a waste.
Then I would judge you. Not for the spoiler things, but for leaving 5 pages.
Yeah, you're right. What kind of monster am I?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. All right. Well, I will end this. Thanks for the few people who popped in and said hello. Hope you enjoyed our rambles. And we will, if you're reading The Witch and the Tsar, we will be doing a live show on Jackie's channel on the 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern, I think it is. So
that sounds right.
Come and share your thoughts if you've read it. So we will see you then.
Bye.
All right. Bye.